Yo, ebusuan ya bebiem ewo gold in semi a efa losses Ghana abetoye so no. Na amanfo ebisa se na adenti na Sammy Gyamfi this extortion edin a ode ebo enumnyam ne efa no Alexander Afenyo-Markin no ontumi mba bonti embassy no ana ebia onfani mba mpenifu enim embisa ne se adenti na Sammy Gyamfi o use such a words ede mano ebusuan enede a me no kasei Afenyo-Markin wase ompene bebi ade no kono se yamfa 2 year ebefiato enu nti Afenyo-Markin ababonte ame no kasei NPP fo nyina abebake no support no a ejina ne se omo say NPP backs Afenyo-Markin's push for answers over alleged GoldBod losses. Enu nti ebusuan mo amubisa se na adenti na onkasa ye Afenyo-Markin kasa no o se hwe ye hwe ade din ansan ya kasa openi wowe otie ne mante owi a na afi na wakasa enede wa bebie na no akansem bi atoye ni ma begidi se etwese o se me de brɛo na ye nyina ye hu de ye ba efa no gold nsɛmsɛm wi a na ɛha no mo eye Ghana Watch TV ebusuan no na ye build no eno nti mesrɛo uhu ye video say ya senia etwa neat wa to hwa be bia da no kwan so no na wa subscribe dia man share page ne like page no na amanfo so enye bi enhwe senia be ya wo so no abebia me fufuro tumu a ubenya wo kwan na wa hwe dia Ghana eba no politics and the current affairs a ubenwu dia afi eko ana afi so dia eba dwumedi eso a me yeso mo eso ma se a abebia no betena no mu sei a me papa nsemu ede mawo eye Charter Oak the Glory school kese ba ko a epie ewo Afenya impact yemu na ebusuan environment na nkasa no me do for the first time no me hu dwere me hu say in fact eha eye baby a oba eko school no mo a oya wofo a wakoma ebeto woyem unnum ho da school we etete mofra na me no ka say womo advocate a enche mofre eba bebie kwan na oben Afenya impact mo no na say be op school bi a dachi oba ebetumi abehwew na wo so say yes umboka enchene ye dia make can for Charter Oak the Glory school at the mouth wo hwe screen ase a no maybe at that screen ase bomodi ne phenomenon na wo de frɛ ofra empenifo ebeje wo so na fei nhihye bi obia no na omodi account e de omodi amount ehona ye can say the leading through the knowledge udu ono mo a ye kan nimdi a ebusun ajai eye bubudi jakeke edoso enu nti bomodi ne form no ma no ne frɛ wo na megidi say after enu no obeye inshida kese afa ye mbonra ye ni story enede emupa Afenyo-Markin akasa wo hwe social media this time around no in sema circulated pa a GoldBod ehun semi aba kire say IMF4 the report aba kire say Ghana aboka $1.7 billion which is equivalent to 22 billion cedis ebuso enye sikaketwa o enye sikaketwa sika we ye de ye Ghana year wa betumi say Ghana ye be kɔ anim pa ba ya bolos e wa no mo say we na Sammy Gyamfi one level edin bi ato Afenyo-Markin so ene dia me no ka say Afenyo-Markin aba bontin a ode ne nsɛm abeto ye nim say de e kɔ so no wan kasa ye be native bone into so kasa moma yenti Afenyo-Markin ne nsɛm a ode beto dwa e wo parliament ene dey a kire say wa wiata so say Sammy Gyamfi onye ne behwe so afesu so multimedia fo bi say account no so wa su mu nyina so aka say asembe amanfo ekeka nsem no edi gu ne ho fi na some FM stations bi so akeka nsem bi aye ne ya enu nti ni nsem no so no wa su mu nyina enede e wo high court yenti Afenyo-Markin ye ba ye betua so with other videos so etua so.
In the face of the allegations of extortion leveled against me, I have chosen to take high moral ground by submitting myself to the processes of the law. I have accordingly caused writs to be filed in suit number GT 1029/2026, entitled Osahin Alexander Afenyo-Markin versus Samuel Gyamfi and Multimedia Group Limited at the Accra High Court, and suit number GR/ACH/CC/C5/02/2026, entitled Osayin Alexander Afenyo-Markin versus Eric Ejay and Peace FM at the Achimota Circuit Court. I have every confidence that in the fullness of time, the court will make the appropriate determination on these matters. Mr. Speaker, I also await with bated breath that the man or the men who made the allegation will have the courage to report the matter to the police or the OSP or any investigating agency in this country. And I expect that if they muster the courage to report that I have extorted from them and I am invited, I shall submit myself to every investigation so that eventually my name is cleared. There is, Mr. Speaker, there is a limit to political discourse. There are lines that must not be crossed. And these red lines, once crossed, they must.
Yo, inti utse Afenyo-Markin in somewhere, ne nyina gina say, so you opinion na say bi opese yi utima wa wan kasa ho a, de oyi uti no, obeyi u etibone. Ni sem nyina che say, Sammy Gyamfi sem o kan no, se wo ni me say me ma esort wa. Me so ma ready their mouth. Baby a obe frame bia ida say OSP ho ana be bia no ma ye krado say, wo Sammy Gyamfi ene okronfo minimum be shia na ma kire ase e de amount but all kasa no o say some multimedia fuso bia omodo manu etu sa GoldBod nsemu a omuso megu nhu fi no ono so we su ye Sammy Edu Gyamfi a ono belonging to Multimedia Group Limited o say we su e wo Accra High Court omomra mi wano enfema o esan say dia be onimo hwe omu egu nhu fi enye no peba another Abranti be from Eric Ejay a ono so ye djuma e wo Peace FM also we sue on so ewo Achimota Circuit Court. Ohia omo nyina ewo honomo na ombe wo ma no enfem ma we san say onipa de enumnyam ewo wodin ho a na wo so preserve. Na enye no pe Afenyo-Markin odi ni nsemi ba bontin pe preko pe na fei the NPP osono okokroko na ngasa omumpenifo no eyomuti. Na preocupa maba grante some emergency press conference and then they are within the press conference no Nana Boachi or your party organizer with the name edin sembi atoja I no so chere say they are Afenyo-Markin canon say extortions and no my economy ho hwe no wo mo so omo talent the chiboko omo fuano so enunti from boot to boot Sammy Gyamfi GoldBod NDC for musu supporter Sammy Gyamfi no NPP for so my claro say omusu omuta Afenyo-Markin the minority leader echi senate bia no omunjande da na obi nwo ka say akoye say NPP for no oma ye din na akoye say Afenyo-Markin pe na kasa NPP for say yenye din wo mu ka no ho e wo step bia o take ye betie Nana Boachi ono so omo emergency press conference omo ye some conferences are in some way no mama share sa video no embra here.
Let me say this boldly and plainly that the entire leadership of the New Patriotic Party, including the presidential candidates, we are fully behind the minority. On behalf of the entire New Patriotic Party, there is no confusion anywhere. We are fully behind the mighty minority. The New Patriotic Party stands fully, completely, and unreservedly behind our mighty minority caucus in Parliament, led by Honorable Alexander Afenyo-Markin. We wholeheartedly support each member of our minority caucus in this struggle. We back their questions. We back their scrutiny. We back their demand for full, transparent account of how a state institution charged with buying and protecting Ghana's gold ended up presiding over such huge losses of this magnitude. This is not partisan politics. This is a national duty.
Yo, inti ebushia weni sembia party organizer Nana Boachi within the emergency press conference ono so odan the edema ye say and semi-fa Afenyo-Markin hono they support him 100% and until on pim enko nenemo na making kind one more press conference no one or two things be a okokroko party NPP and then they ameno kase omo de ba abonti wey every the New Patriotic Party NPP held an emergency press conference on Tuesday, and then they say August 2026, led by national organizer Henry Nana Boachi to demand full accountability regarding a reported 1.7 billion losses linked to the domestic gold pushes program and the operations of Ghana GoldBod and the Bank of Ghana. Wamo details be a omo ebreki ye a eno efa the view for the transparency no. Wamo say the NPP stated that it will not back off until every question surrounding the financial loss is answered in full and also in public view. Uba Parliament expert Swa in Sembisu APA. The party directed its minority leader caucus in Parliament, led by Alexander Afenyo-Markin, to utilize all available legislative tools, committing hearings and Parliament procedure to press the government for answers. When in Sembiswa, a free in Penifua almost and a day NPP emergency press conference and a day. After NPP for a grantee one more emergency press conference no. Prakope and a day na NDC for so in Parliament floor. Almost is Darby in some way Kosui. Now I say Okokroko NPP for no group na akobake Afenyo-Markin. What about Sammy Gyamfi? Sammy Gyamfi so almost dear and unti almost ye ni straight to say we stand strongly behind Sammy Gyamfi and the GoldBod. Ebusia yenhwe NDC for almost battle de buy after NPP for ebe year emergency press conference no. Yenhwe eno somra na yentua so.
As a result of the so-called losses of GoldBod, your inflation is stable. We are not telling Ghanaians that as a result of the so-called losses of GoldBod, we are paying our debts and we are being graded very highly by all the international rating agencies. So you may describe it as GoldBod losses, but we see it as an innovative national fiscal monetary policy that is stabilizing our currency, that is making our economy stronger, that is going to alleviate the poverty of many Ghanaians. And so we stand strongly behind GoldBod and the management of GoldBod. We stand strongly behind the finance minister and the management of the finances of this country. Whatever the World Bank has said, what I understand them to be saying, and the IMF, whatever they have said, I understand them to be saying that even though there will be losses based on the way we have designed the system, they expect it to be borne by the government and not by the central bank. And so reforms are underway to shift the transactions from the central bank to the government. And so I believe that ultimately your major concerns will be if their conduct political coloration. It does not help. I have repeatedly said in this chamber that we should not consider ourselves as politicians as being in a special class that can commit crimes and get away with it, when those who steal goats and fowls and guinea fowls are sent to jail because they stole goats and fowls and guinea fowls, when those who steal rams to perform the outdooring of their children are sent to jail, when we steal millions of Ghana cedis as politicians, we think that we belong to a special class, and when law enforcement agencies come after us, we will protest. I believe that this country cannot progress with an attitude like that. And so I don't believe that it is fair when the law enforcement agencies are doing their work for us to come to this chamber and try to bastardize those.
Yo, ebusia yetie NDC force almost side of the Omoka in support of Sammy Gyamfi GoldBod. Ehun semi abe. Pape Obekaya or the former majority leader our parliament the NDC for Mahama Ayariga and that day also akasa in support of their ekoso a ban of GoldBod and nsem and yet enope but NDC for kasa no not knowing no NPP for ahead no one more afale case no emotion akoto the man penny kesia ono so ohwe the parliament e de mayen ane den de aban bagbe odakoto nenim say papa nsem mi di say wati sansem mi subi ba sane ebe ya amanfo be hu say Afenyo-Markin ne hu embon e wasem wenu nti ya fale e de abetu onu ni say e wo say umma ye komu na fe de yie etu yie eno nti meni uka say ye speaker of parliament why any plain say or say I have gone through the emotion file by the minority on August 21st, 2026. I intend to admit it because we need an end to litigation. Whether it is loss or cost, this house will go through it. Ebusia, yes, Speaker of Parliament, many ajumpa say, wajia tumu say, yemma inkrofo menu we ene mo party fo nyina embehia e wo parliament na fe yenkeka ensem no de wiete ba mama wa hwe ne video no de wi ono so o state no de ba ye yenti kakra mbra ye wi a na fe ne ya bond tofa e wa no say
they have filed which was received in my office on the 21st of August 2026 yes 3 days ago. 3 days ago that it got to my office. I have gone through the motion myself and I intend to admit the motion because we have to at least have an end to litigation. As to whether it's a loss or it's a cost, this house will have the opportunity to go through it. And please, Ghanaians are very intelligent people. They will listen, they will read in between the lines, and they will make their decisions.
Yo, Ebusha, enunti the Speaker of Parliament, Abangbagbe Wakasa, or say, baby, I don't like corner, chano pano. Nankoso on freba be ade no do no based on file benin ti na che say impinifwe or say ye fremo na ye tie from all the side way na fe ye di pe e di tuye ebusua eye ade bi a meji de say Ghana ne woni be di echire pa na the we are NDC for e kano say on their side no almost feel said do loss biaba but sa loss na e ba no it is in the right direction say ama inflections and of a dollar rate no I stabilize kakrama amount for onhu ehihan kakra bebusia obedi atumu say sikayi a ayire yemfa ne say e normal na ehia wa dwenkyere ye Speaker of Parliament obabewie no o kan say menegi for say Ghanaians are very intelligent people and they will listen and read in between the two lines and they will make their decision. Ghana ni the two at the mouth. The GD said from this time ekono ye nyina ye ba betu yebo all the court high court to inform be ko biara e be do mechi say na sembe ko biara no busua me de beba hanu mu say na so wahwe bi hanu mo e Ghana Watch TV be can say un subscribe ya bomode na subscribe say na be ya station e betumi akọ ekire ama obi biara so enye bi ahwe hanu na me de make am asem say we say eti say adwenu enye djuma e manipedia no ebrepa.